Joe? I'm going. Oh yeah, she's here. Yeah. Yeah, you can. I haven't been getting down there like I used to, though. And to tell you the truth, I still have a bunch of stuff from last year. No, her mother got a hold of me today on the chat. Her mom was on there, made some comments, and I asked her to email me with her phone number. Yeah, she's got a broken back, two broken legs, and I think a broken arm. Hey, 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 me, Candy. You're painting, that a girl. Yeah, I do one for her. Yeah, sure. Well, the only problem is I'm a little worried about, you know, well, maybe not. I guess I'll just have to see what the deal is. Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, I think that'd be cool to do a GoFundMe for her. I think you'd have to be about 4,000 miles away, Melissa. I mean, to meet Candy, 4,000 miles away, probably. All right, Joe, you take it easy. You get that body rock hard. Yeah, you can do it. Just be careful down there. There's a lot of crime down there. And the cops don't show up when they're called, and the crooks are very aware of that. So I wouldn't be flashing any money. I'd be very careful. Do it in the bright daylight and try and take somebody with you. Take them some meat candy. You have a good day, me candy. Watch out for the caribou, bull moose, grizzly bears, and the polar bears, in case one makes it that far down south. I would go down Michigan Avenue. Now the east side's okay too. John R. between 6 and 8 Mile, but I'd be careful over around that area too. The trick down there is to get in and get out. Give them something, hit the road, don't linger around. And there's usually quite a few homeless at 6 and Woodward. Yeah, Tassie's doing well. Yep, sure is. Yep. Working full time. Staying out of trouble. I'm just motoring down the road, heading back home. Partied all day. Got some video of the famous Au Sable River. Catch and release. Nice night. Supposed to get some snow in a little while. I'm heading away from it. I'm heading east and it's behind me. It's never going to catch up to the old Astro van. Hey Terry, did you knock out that first GoPro video yet? Oh, 59, all right. Yeah, it's 34 here. Yeah, you got to be in the right frame of mind. Candy's painting and listening to the chat with earbuds. The girl at the Firefly told me it's been really kind of slow. Yeah, I did the same thing. Don't feel bad. My first one I gave away. I didn't even hardly use it. Ugh, Christmas trees. Well, they had Grayling fixed up kind of cute tonight. I was passing through there. Christmas spirit. Yeah, it's hard to say, but I mean that's a good play. I didn't like that entree I got though that great, to be honest with you. You know what it reminded me of? You ever get those TV dinners, those steam bowls, like they're healthy? It's got like the two parts to it. You stir it around after you pull it out of the microwave. You leave the top on. Like steam bowls, healthy choice, and those places make them. Reminded me of one of those. The chicken was like a little firm, like that chicken you get in those dinners. I thought the sauce was just like sauce you'd get out of a bottle, you know, like trying to do it at home. It'd be like trying to make a P.F. Chang's dinner at home. You know, you look at a recipe and you do all the same things. It doesn't taste anywhere near as good. That's kind of how that was. 'Tis the season. I haven't put my winter snow tires on yet. I may not put them on this year. Thinking about heading out west, kind of Vegas, Sunset Strip. I want to go low though. I don't want to be messing around through Colorado, getting some damn blizzard with regular tires. I'm gonna go low. Yeah, I mean, their salad's good, and everything else I had there is good, but yeah, that entree, no thanks. If you'd have blindfolded me, I'd have probably picked the $2.75 healthy meal steamed rice bowl. It's tasting a little better. But the salad, A+. Just burning the midnight oil. You know, we don't have that many days, that the days getting shorter. I like the days getting shorter, to tell you the truth. They say the same thing about the nice seasons. I've realized I don't really like summer that much. I mean, I think it's cool and all that. I look forward to it like everybody, but not as much. I like this winter. I think this is a really old car ahead of me. It's got the old-fashioned lights. Yeah, I'll go up to Wawa. That sounds good. I haven't been. Somebody else was asking me about that today. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. I haven't been out there in a while. I've been close, but I think I'm ready for I like the desert in the winter. Get out there, catch a scorpion, catch a road runner. Get out there. I was thinking about that little black cat today. Yeah, I hope he made out all right. Hey, White Russia, how you doing? I'm gonna pass this car because I want to see what kind of car it is. I think it's old. It looks like an old PT Cruiser. Doing great. I got some good waterfall video to upload tonight. All right, Terry, you have a good night too. We'll go up to Wawa. I don't know who strings these lights on these bridges, like on the outskirts of these small towns. My guess would be it's the Chamber of Commerce. Because they are little, like, things that just make the place seem nicer. Somebody's giving a shit. Yeah, I like driving. I've always been a huge driving guy. And when I was doing flying, I liked flying at night. Everything looks so beautiful, and this traffic's lower, and it's not congested. You can just go to these big-ass airports and do touch and goes, pretend you're an airline pilot. That's pretty good, 312. This is Grayling, Michigan, where I was earlier today. It's party town. talking to the lady from the Chamber of Commerce here today. You can go to the Chamber of Commerce anywhere, and they always hire the same type people. I mean, you could go back in there and just dump out a 5-pound bag of dog shit on the floor, and they give you a big hug. It's just this, these super positive, half-full people that are always looking for the good in anything. They promote things even when they're the only people there. They say the Snowball Fest was the best one ever, even though there wasn't a flake of snow within 100 miles. Yeah, huge 747. They're all like these super positive people. I asked the lady today, it's like, are you on psilocybin? She said, I don't think so. Psilocybin. It's Ramada Inn. Be staying there by yourself, no cars in the lot. This is another one of these super dark places. You're just waiting to see the glass shatter in the windshield. But really, it's an entrance to I-75. If I hadn't been through there a million times, I'd have been hitting the brakes. Decriminalized, yeah, Ann Arbor. I think that's, yeah, yep. There's some pretty good results on that. PTSD, incest victims, the whole range of reasons for PTSD. Oh, you got arrested by the FBI? What'd you do? No, I don't think so. I don't think it is. Driving too fast for conditions. Ice and snow don't cause accidents. People do. No, I don't think it is. Nope. I don't think it's legal. I mean, don't forget the government considers heroin on the same level as marijuana, which is just insane. That's crazy, isn't it? I only did one. Yeah, it was slow there. There wasn't anybody hardly there right before they opened. And I thought, man, I don't want to blow a couple hours. But I got it from a good guy that wouldn't talk to me the other day. So I got Ted a couple subs. And that's why I could get home and upload my waterfall video. Not as many as I wanted to. I asked a couple more people, they didn't want to do it. The problem is while I'm there, it just looks kind of weird. It's almost dark. You know, I'm hanging around a van. It just looks weird if you don't know what the deal is, you know? It's much better if it's daylight and they see you from a long ways away. Yeah, that info is all wrong on that shelter. You can't believe these Google hours on places. So it turns out they're open from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. 7 days a week. Yeah, big time. I mean, I get sloppy on it. Yeah. Psilocybin. Mom, are you talking to your girlfriend, Bobbles? Hey, Brian. Serial killers. Hey, Mary, I need to know how to get a bat out of a wine cellar safely. Somebody find that out for me, will you? Yeah, the guy told me that's the only place where you can spend the night. That one I was at. I am going to donate some money to them, though. $250 buys a bed for somebody the whole winter. No, a bat. B-A-T. Bat. You know bats in the Belfry? Hey, Polly. Mary, are you talking to your girlfriend, Bobbles? No, she just texted me. Tell her this. That the reason that there's a few reasons that that's happening. She's losing subscribers. One is bots, and YouTube will go around every 6 weeks or so and they'll undescribe them. The second thing is tell her to complain to YouTube that people are being unsubscribed that didn't want to be. That's the second thing. She's wondering why these subscribers. And the third thing is YouTube's revamping things. As a matter of fact, they're coming out with new TOS in January. And her channel, and I'm not knocking her, okay, is not what they want to promote. So with this new Plan B coming out, they don't want this kind of like gossipy bullshit. And if you look at all these channels lately, they're dying. And their numbers are down. They're not doing anything different than they did before. That's why YouTube's getting away from that shit. Which is why, you know, I've changed too in some ways. Oh, thanks. Man, I just smell a skunk. I thought it was somebody smoking marijuana. So the point here is, there's nothing she can do about it. A lot of this stuff's subtle. By the time you figure out what's happened, it's too late. They just don't come in one day and you're down. Like they did that to me big time. They sent me a very loud and clear message. Do not talk about drugs under any circumstances. Or we were gonna unsubscribe people, and we're not gonna. If you're not recommended on YouTube, you're over. I don't care how smart you are, how good looking you are, what kind of content you have. It doesn't matter. If you don't come up on the recommended list, you are screwed. Yeah, it's like, you know, I just had it happen. I just came out of a 4-month nosedive, and I actually toned it down. I got better, not worse. And I'm talking about YouTube standards, which is why for all the boring re-uploads without drug talk. Now, just this last week, it's getting back to the old days. And they got me to, you know, jump, beg, roll over, jump through a flaming hoop, and now we're on the same page. Just listen to some Andy Gibb. But that gossipy bullshit, troublemaking drama, they are getting away from that in a huge way. And I suspect that digital advertisers don't want their ads coming up in the middle of that crap, just like they don't want some guy like me interviewing someone on drugs. It's going to all Disney friendly. Yeah, they are. Well, what they're really getting tired of is the complaints from their digital advertisers. That's the big issue. You know, they took care of racism, they took care of gay bashing, they took care of drug talk, and now they're working on troublemaking, gossipy, go nowhere channels. No digital advertiser out there wants their ad coming up in the middle of a Sharon or a Bobbles rant. It's just the way it is. Yeah, they don't want it. They don't want it. And now they're finally getting around to address it. And pretty soon, like they just took away the thumbs down. All these stalkers and haters, they can't go on all my videos now 10 minutes after they're up and put a thumbs down. You can't see them anymore. And the next thing they're going to address is these hate channels and using people's name, their titles, and that'll be the end of them too. The writing's on the wall. Well, guns are legal. Guns are legal. But I don't think I think you get dinged on your monetization talking about guns, because that's one of the check marks when you upload a video. Is this about guns? Hey, Elaine. Yeah, well, it's definitely changing. It is. But you know, if you're making a gazillion dollars a minute on digital advertising, why would you? What they're doing is they're placing the onus on creators. And I don't really think I'm a creator, just a guy that likes dicking around and uploading videos. But they're making you police yourself now. And if you don't grade yourself correctly, like let's say I go on and I talk about drugs on 3 interviews and I upload them all and I check all the stuff. No, this isn't drugs. Drugs, drugs are cool. And I lie about everything. I upload them. They end up catching that. And they'll send you an email. It's like, hey, look, you're doing a real shitty job of grading your videos. It's not accurate. You said it wasn't drugs and that's all they talked about. Now I'm paraphrasing, right? This is all basically checked boxes. And we're going to give you a warning. And if you do this anymore, we're going to give you another warning. And if you do it again, we're going to demonetize your channel. And if you do it again, we're going to cancel your channel. So it just doesn't make any sense to either not change your behavior like I have, or lie. Why in the hell would I say something wasn't going on when I know damn well they're going to nail me on it in the next 24 hours? It's just stupid. So I grade myself honestly, probably a little bit on the conservative side, because I don't want a shitty, spotty track record of being full of shit. Because even prior to getting canned for good, it gets to the point where none of your videos are going to be uploaded until somebody watches them from beginning to end, and they hate that. Especially a guy like me that's uploading 3.5 hour long snow. You see what I mean? So I'm a guy that they'd probably have a special fondness for. I'm breaking it off my ass. It's like they just caught me lying. They're tying a bunch of labor up for a 3.5 hour video. It's never going to make another dime. So they've trained by it. Yeah, I know what they're looking for and I know what they don't want, and I'm going to abide by it. It's not the end of the world. I thought it was interesting to Yeah, sorry, I had to restart my phone. Can you hear me, Mary? Yeah, I didn't ask you, Moonshot. You're welcome to click out anytime you want and go watch something else. Mary, are you there? Over and out, Mary. Are you there? Are you there? Can you hear me, Mary? Can you hear me, Mary? I had to restart my phone. you hear me now? No, that's not true. You can talk about them under 20 minutes all day long. I don't know what it is. Do you see that snow coming down yet, Mary? You ought to be getting it by now. Hi, Sandy. No, it's not true at all. The length of the video has nothing to do with getting paid or not. It's the content and what you say. There are different ad programs for 20 minutes and older, 8 minutes and over. There's like there's like a bunch of versions of ad revenue, how you get paid, click through, non-clickable, all this bullshit. I'm not really all that familiar with them all. But if you talk about drugs in any way, legal or illegal, I don't care if it's 10 seconds long, 10 minutes, or 10 hours long, you are getting the yellow dollar sign. Hi, Penny. No, it doesn't matter. The length of the video doesn't matter when it comes to the drug talk. Few inches. They don't want it. Let me tell you, when YouTube gets a hard on for you, I can tell you exactly what happens. All of a sudden, your views drop off. Look, I'll be honest with you. I care about it a little, not a lot. I mean, if it happens, it's not the end of the world, right? It's what the aggravating part to me is that they promoted the same videos now that they're basically demonetizing. But I've learned my lesson and I've changed my behavior. But this is what happens when YouTube decide to kick you out of the good old boys club. All of a sudden the money starts really heading south. I'm talking by like 90%. And people start complaining about getting unsubscribed. Then they get on your ass for everything, no matter what. You're losing all your appeals. Then the next thing is people aren't getting notices for your videos. And then when you get dipped completely, you're not getting recommended. Like I said, when nobody knows you're out there, you could have Jesus Christ on there walking over water, and if they're not promoting you, it's game over. I mean, believe me, man, there's no skill to my channel. It's all luck. There was a time to where they thought that, you know, they could make money, and they did. That ship has sailed. You don't have any idea what kind of revenue people get on their end. Nobody is privy to that. That's absolute nonsense. It sounds like you're watching Social Blade and believe in it. Social Blade is good for subscribers and views. That's it. There's a million different variations of reimbursement that the only person that is privy to that is the creator. Now, I don't need to watch it because I know that I'm never going to know what somebody's revenue is. Here's a perfect example. So let's say tomorrow I want to go out and say, hey, heroin is great. Everybody should do it. I think you should use it. Nothing wrong with it. It's a government conspiracy. Use it whenever you can. And I did videos about that all day long. Those videos would be up and running and you'd watch them from the beginning. It's like the Tom Reed guy is full of shit. He's saying that you can't talk about drugs, and that's all he does now. It's all his videos are about, from the beginning to the end. He even promotes drugs. I think he's full of shit. Here's what you don't realize, is YouTube has demonetized those videos. That's why, Mary, when you say it's censorship, it really isn't. It's protecting the golden egg of revenue. YouTube isn't stifling what I'm saying because they don't think there's merit to letting the world know that there are people in drugs and they're addicted to them. I'm infringing on their ad revenue. And think about it. If you're selling beads or moccasins or dildos or whatever else you're into, and you're paying good money for digital advertising, and you're finding out through your analytics reports on your AdSense account that a bunch of your high-paid advertising dollars are going to Tom Reed Chosen One, prostitute, drug addict questionnaire guy, and you don't want your stuff showing up in my interviews. I'm not saying it's right or wrong either way. I'm just saying that I think digital advertisers have a right to pick where they'd like their ads to show. And now that everybody's caught up from being racist and homophobic and anti-transgender and all that, now they're finally getting around to dotting the I's and crossing the T's with regard the channels their ad revenue is being spent on. And YouTube, I'm sure they had many board meetings over this. And they said, hey guys, what do we do about this? How do you can that in a program? I mean, is there anything inherently wrong with Tom Reed talking about prostitutes being addicted to heroin? No. Is he cutting into our ad revenue? Yes. We've gotten 10,000 complaints last month that their ads are showing up in his interviews. What are we going to do about it? So what they did was decided to make all drug talk, as far as compensation. Now, this is where I lose people. If I was willing to demonetize my own videos, I can still talk about drugs all day long. But if I'm trying to get some ad revenue, I can't. I can't in any way. I can't talk about legal drugs or illegal drugs. So this is what people are confused on. Is that censorship? Not really. Censorship is canceling an ideology based on thing and one thing only. And when I start cutting into their money, or they get complaints, they put the onus on me. I'm a good boy now. I roll over, I beg, and I jump through a flaming hula hoop. That these channels out there that have got their 1,100 subscribers and thought they were going to set the world on fire, make a negative video about boogly woogly, back and forth, and everybody's a big mess. That's over now. It's not happening. So minus light yourself on fire during a live, their channels have effectively been canceled. They're never going to get any better. They may get 100 or 2 more subscribers over the course of the next 6 months or not year, but these channels, you know who I'm talking about, they're going nowhere. And YouTube's never going to tell you that. You're going to find out through dollars and cents, and you're just going to muddle around like you have in every other facet of your life on the into the oblivion of below average performance. I'll tell you, if I started out today, you'd have never heard of me. No way. I happened to get in it at a time where they were kind of looking for this stuff, and I was doing it anyway, whether they promoted me or whether they didn't. So, for me to come on here and claim that, go on, hon, go on, jump. Me to claim that, there's some way to do this, I'd be lying to you. It's shit luck. I'm well aware of it. But the rules have changed. You look at Craw Debbie's just in the tank, people like Frank Nitti, Sharon's channel. People bought into it at the time, but the cat's out of the bag on that. That's just a con artist now. That ship has sailed too. Even Bobbles, who, I don't talk to Bobbles, but it's over. No drama, no views. It's just the way it is. She's coined herself as a, shady Sharon, all this stupid childish shit. Well, live by the sword, die by the sword. There's no plan B. Unless she wants to douse her and her husband with lighter fluid on this Saturday's Live, the chances of her ever making it on YouTube are zero. Tiffany's another example. She'll get 3 or 4 people on there, and now she's talking about murders and putting some kind of filter over her face and sticking some goddamn transgender eyelashes on with super glue. It's over. It's not working. They've tagged your MAC address and connected it to your IP. There's no money in any of you people. It was fun for a while, but YouTube is really notched up the level of legit business now. This isn't a place for everybody to go and call your neighbor a big flaming douchebag and have everybody join and laugh along with you. I told you I would have got you something up there. Because they're not making any money from YouTube. They changed their platform policies. They don't want gossipy, druggy, dope talk, partying, 48 years old women in plastic pools riding bicycles with druggies in the background wearing wigs. Yeah, the Chris Farley fat guy fall down boom boom thing is over. When you got all these people out there talking about how to make a better widget, inventing a better wheel, how to rehab a quadriplegic squirrel, and it's killing it, and it's all positive, and you don't mind anybody's ad, you're not getting any complaints, and you're breeding two-toed, giant-dicked, rare species toads from Guatemala. That's what they're into. They're into the trouble-free, high-ad revenue, normal, socially acceptable dialogue. Yeah. Fat guy, go down, boom, boom, fall, boom, boom, is over. Yeah, all the dope talk and the stuff like that is bye-bye, boom, boom, over. Yep. It worked for a while. This happens in everything. What's that show where you guess the question, who wants to be a millionaire? Even Jeopardy's on the ropes now. I mean, over time, Hollywood squares. I mean, you got a shtick that works for a while, but then the market changes, you get new generations of people. And fat guy fall down, boom, boom, not funny anymore. I told you I would have got you a dinner. Yeah, no, once the drama stick is over, that, Sharon's a big boo boo head, and they get to quit talking about Maddie and what Maddie looked like before and what she looks like now. Yeah, they do not want that. No, nope. The good news is with stupid people, unless you hit them over the head with a Fred Flintstone plastic bat, they're never going to piece this together on their own. Subtleties, you can forget it. Straight over their head every time, no problem. Unless they get a letter in big block print telling them what they're going to do, the light bulb's never going to come on. So just keep an eye on these channels if you think I'm kidding. It's just you can't. It's over. Fat guy, boom boom, fall down. Not funny. That's tonight's homework assignment. I mean, the market changes. I mean, 10 years ago, up and 5 years ago, Jimmy Kimmel was making people fun of people being gay. I'd like to see him do that now. Things change. Transgender jokes aren't funny. YouTube's rolled with the punches. They're into making money. They're into making friends and everybody a warm and fuzzy. Yeah, boom boom fall down. Not funny anymore. Yeah. I kind of felt sorry for Chris Farley, and I mentioned this the other night. That happens with comedians too. They're there and they're guys and girls and they're laughing, having a good time. You're telling jokes. Then you go back to an empty room. I can't help but wonder if that had something to do with this Chris Cornell. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, you can understand how, from an individual perspective, that after a while, that you making your living by being funny and falling down and fat guy jokes could get to you. You know what I mean? It's not cool, I'll tell you that. Not really, it doesn't. No, it doesn't really live on very good. Mediocre. She doesn't have enough money for a six-pack of beer. Now, you can say, well, money doesn't have anything to do with it. No, but it is an indicator of how well you're doing on a social media platform. It's not everything, but it is an indicator. And when you've got multiple channels, multiple IDs, and you're still finger banging yourself, talking to a guy in Europe without teeth that lives in the basement of his mother's home in the UK, complaining that your gay live-in boyfriend won't touch you. To me, that isn't exactly success. Now, you may be different. Because you just fell down, boom, boom. Fat guy go boom, boom. Yeah, no, you're right, T-Stealth. I would agree with that 100%. Yeah, I think you're right. That's why, I mean, I'm not saying, like, it's good, but I can tell you this, that I think I am considerate about that when I meet people. I don't want to, like, make them feel like bad or like it's funny you should say that you made that comment, because when I was sitting there eating my dinner tonight at that Firefly, and I mentioned, God, I'd like to bring Becky up here or somebody like that and have a nice dinner, have a good time. And after I said that, and I would like to do that, and I think it would be fun, and there's a lot of things that I've done after the interviews that I didn't do videos about. And you know why I didn't? Because I said, I just want to, like, have a nice time and experience something fun for them, and I don't want to turn everything into a circus show YouTube video. It's like, hey, look, we're not down on the stroll, and Becky's not strung out. We're eating in a nice restaurant in Traverse City. Isn't this like, wow, man? Isn't this like People Magazine quality horse shit? I just wouldn't do that. I would like to do that with her or a lot of those girls, right? But I wouldn't like to do a video about it, which is why I never really wanted to do videos when I paid for girls getting their hair done or stuff like that. To me, it just seemed like this clown show has got to end. Yeah, Chris Farley, yep. It's fat guy go boom boom, fall down, go boom boom. Got my Daisy girl. She's getting the rest of her chicken tonight. Well, you guys, I think I'm going to have to sign off here. I've got 3 subs. One for my buddy, one for his wife, and one for their son. Yeah, Robin, I would agree with that. Yeah, he was a big cocaine user, though, T-Stealth. And that caught up to him, I think. Just my opinion. You probably won't read about it. Michael J. Fox, too. Oh, I agree. And my buddy here, the guy whose house I'm at right now, he said the last great personal resource is privacy, and I would agree with that. Yeah, no, so true. Fat guy go boom boom. I'm going to be on later, though. I got some your favorite videos tonight. And this is for all the people that send me those nasty emails. You know, I'm numb to everything now. You could tell me I'm a good guy and you want to come up here and blow me. And I'd think of that in the same vein that on the email that somebody else would send, hey, you big stupid son of a bitch, no one wants to listen to you and watch those goddamn stupid boring waterfalls. I mean, I'm so, like, numb to, like, haters and comments that it's all the same to me. It's crazy. I'll tell you, like, after a while, by the time I had got down to, like, my 4th or 5th year of interviewing people in Southwest Detroit, I would just step over people fucking in the weeds like it was nothing. I couldn't even tell you what they looked like or what clothes they were wearing. You just, if you do something like this long enough and you get the shock value of the people you're interviewing, then the getting swatted and the hassles that go and the hate emails and the shit sent to you, and then you get lots of people that want to hang around with you, and you just get numb to everything. It's all the same to me. Drop kicking me in the ass or giving me a big hug. Yeah. So crazy. Yeah, I mean, when I'm like at a place tonight where I did get one interview, right? And I mean, I'm expecting any time when I'm someplace, it's like somebody's going to come up, a cop or a business. It's like you never know, if they're going to think I'm a good guy or, they're waiting for the SWAT team to show up. It's not like, what you think it would be. Bye, Carlotta. Bye, Carlotta. You bye-bye, hon. That's probably Laura, who shits on plates for 99 cents a minute in Las Vegas on a third-party Hungarian porn site. She's had her kids taken away from her permanently. Runs around cleaning houses. Troublemaking stalker. All right, you have a good night, White Russia. Bye, Carlotta. You night-night. You bye-bye. You go boom-boom. You blog now. You can't give me a thumbs down on my videos tomorrow because you can't do it anymore. You bye-bye, walkie. Bye-bye, Carlotta. Walkie, bye-bye, Carlotta. You bye-bye. You can't do anything. You bye-bye. All right, White Russia. You take it easy. You quit stealing those 747s. You're not going to be able to get hired at Burger King. All right, Polycarp. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. You walkie, bye-bye.